Okay, kids, you ready for another story with Ophidia? Okay, once upon a time, there was this 20-year-old guy. He lived in Maine. He had just gotten out of high school, and he went to one semester of college. He did not like. He'd wanted to take a year off. His parents made him go, so he had skipped a lot of classes and pretty much flunked every class. And so his parents weren't very happy with him. So he was looking for an alternative to college. And his father suggested the Navy. Now, see, this guy, he did not have any aspirations to serve his country. He was a greedy, manipulative, lying scumbag. He lied daily and manipulated people every chance he got to further his own ends. But you know what? He figured, this could work. I'll take a look into it. So he goes to a recruiter. And they give him an ASVAB test to test his intelligence, see where to place him. So they give him the ASVAB test. He takes it, and it turns out he's in the top 5%. He got an 89 when the national average is only 30. So they said, you know what? You qualify for nuke without even having to take the advanced test that normal people have to take. You'd be making nearly $100,000 a year. You'd get a 20-year contract and an $18,000 signing bonus. Now this guy, like I say, he's greedy. He's like, wow, yeah, retire at 40. Sweet. So he signs up. He joins the Navy for money. So his recruiter asks him, "So do you have any ailments that might result in you not being able to enter?" He says, "You know what? Actually, I have asthma, but it doesn't bother me much around here. I even went to my doctor, and he said, you're cleared. I don't see any reason why you can't join." And he gave me this note. So this guy, he gave the note to the recruiter. The recruiter says, tear it up, throw it out. Don't ever tell him you had it. Because you see, recruiters, they get a commission for every person they sign up. So this guy goes to medical. He goes through it all, says the oath, and lies to them, tells them never had anything wrong, follows the recruiter's advice. Gets to boot camp in Chicago, a city with a smog problem, starts having problems with asthma. Stands up at the moment of truth. Last possible moment that you can tell them the truth about something you lied about without getting in trouble. He tells them, "I lied. My recruiter told me to lie." And they say, "Well, we're going to do a test on you to see if you're lying now." So they stick him in barracks for 2 weeks before getting around to giving him the test, the asthma test. And during those 2 weeks, he witnesses things. In this place of honor, loyalty, and commitment, he sees people like him, scum, liars, officers leading with fear and half-truths. And he doesn't understand. He can't understand how this can be. He thought that he was, that people were generally good and that he was just, out to look out for himself. But it turns out everyone else is doing the same. And if that's the case, then there's no balance. Two weeks in, they give him the asthma test. They confirm he has asthma. They stick him in separations, which is pretty much minimum security, prison, for 2 weeks while they fill out the paperwork to send him home. He gets home, and he reevaluates his life. he realizes that if in an organization that has honor right in its creed is so dishonorable, then the world is in a sad and sorry state. No one else is stepping up to the plate, and someone needs to. Someone needs to show people that there's another way to live their lives, that they can still be happy without being greedy. So he forsakes his previous life. And it's a slow and steady progress, and he stumbles a lot trying to walk away from his old life. He stumbles a lot. But he eventually got to a point where he thinks, you know what, I've done it. I've turned away from my past. And I can do this. I can make the world a better place. And, you know what? He's always loved the Latin language, so he looks up what honor and future are in Latin. Comes out Effigia Crastinus. The ideal of tomorrow.